Hi, this is your instructor, Ms. Jasaan M. Argawanon, and welcome to our Physical Education 2 class. Today we'll talk about various dance forms. So our objectives is to identify the different dance forms, trace the history and give a little description of a various dance, appreciate the beauty and uniqueness of the different dances through film viewing, and lastly, analyze and execute the dance steps of the tiklos, one of the Philippine folk dances. So our topics is about ballet, modern dance, jazz dance, tap dance, belly dance, ballroom dance, also has the subtitle or subtopic dance sports. We also have pole dancing, hip hop, classical dance, aerobic dance, line dance, folk dance. So those are our topics. So now, various dance forms. We have number 1, the ballet. Uses music and dance to tell stories. It serves as a backbone of many other dances or many other styles of dance. As many as other dance genres are based on ballet. So daghan ang mga dance nga nag-base sa ballet or same silang action sa ballet pero dili parehong training sa mga ballerina. Uses music and dance to tell stories. So kanang naaman tay mga movies nga about ballet dance like sa Swan Lake, na sila yung mga stories whenever they perform their dances. Ballet dancers have the ability to transport an audience to another world. Kaya maratag nadapod to sa story sa ilang pagsayaw. They said that kaning ballet, it is originated as the courtroom dance in Italy. So hantod naabot na sa nasa nga lugar, naabot na sa Philippines. It is a formalized type or performative dance, the origins of which an artistic dance form performed to music using precise and highly formalized steps and gestures. Classical ballet, which is originated in Renaissance Italy and established its present form during 19th century, is characterized by light, graceful, fluid movements and used to point shoes. Yes, muli na ilang highlight, naglang tiil. So, those are the pictures while they perform ballet. Now we come to the second various dance form, which is the modern dance. So modern dance is a dance styles that rejects many of the strict rules of classical ballet. focusing instead of the expression of the inner feelings. Modern dance was created as the rebellion against classical ballet, emphasizing creativity in choreography and performance. A free, expressive style of dancing started in the early 20th century as a reaction to classical ballet. In recent years, it has included elements not usually associated with the dance, such as speech and film. So, now we have the third various dance form. It is the jazz dance. So jazz dance is a fun dance styles that relies heavily on originality and improvisation. Many jazz dancers mix different styles into their dancing, incorporating their own expression. So dancing is energetic and fun, consisting of unique moves, fancy footwork, big leaps, and quick turns. So they said that they need to excel in jazz. The dancers need to be strong. They need to have a strong background in ballet, as it encourages dance. Their dance is as grace and balance. Nasa like graceful yun kay silang the way sila mag-dance. So jazz dance combines technique of classical ballet and modern dance with the current forms of popular dance. So jazz also has its own movement vocabulary, ranging from the isolation of a certain body parts to the movement of the entire body with an accent of the musical rhythms. So next is the tap dance. Tap dancing is an exciting form of dance in which the dancers wear special shoes equipped with the metal tops. We are all familiar with the Happy Feet who joined the Pilipinas Got Talent. Ang ilang type, ilang style, ilang performance is tap dancing. So tap dancers use their feet like drums to create rhythmic patterns and timely beats. Because the dancers make sounds, they are also considered as a percussive musicians. Tap dancers was developed in the United States during the 19th century and is popular in many parts of the world. Tap dance is a type of dance characterized by using the sound of metal tops. So, mungani siya porma silang sapatos. Ilan i-strike sa floor para mag-create silang sound. Next is the hip hop. Hip hop is a dance style usually danced to hip hop music that evolved from the hip hop culture. Hip hop is a form of popular music that comprised mainly of MCing, DJing, graffiti, and break dancing. Hip-hop dance is a variant form of dance that combines a variety of freestyle movements. So take note, freestyle movements to create a cultural piece of art through its three main styles of popping, locking, and breaking. Hip-hop dance has evolved into one of the most popular, influential styles of dance. And hip-hop dance has also a top or subtopic, which is the street dance. Street dance, also called as vernacular dance, is an umbrella term used to describe dance styles that evolve outside of the dance studios. So, dili lang sa studio, but kasagaran na sa streets or the schoolyards or the nightclubs. Next, we have belly dance. Belly dance is also known as Raqs Sharqi or in Arabic for Oriental dance. It is an erotic solo dance of the North Africa. Nagkasagaran ni the Shakira, the Middle East, and the Turkish influence, but in other areas. So the dance is characterized by undulating movements of the abdomen and hips, and by graceful arm movements performed by the amateur and professional dancers of both sexes. It has several folk and classical substyles. So, dili lang ni siya limited sa mga female dancers, but also male dancers. So, belly dance is primarily a torso-driven dance with an emphasis on the articulations of the hips. Unlike many Western dance forms, the focus of the dance is on isolations of the torso muscles rather than the movements of the limbs through space. So kasagaran ng ilang hips mo ra ilang gipang liho. Now we have the pole dancing or pole dance. Pole dancing is a sport and a form of performing art, a combination of the dancing and gymnastics. Involves dancing sensually for a vertical pole kanang nagbarog tira nga pole, and is often used in nasa clubs or gentlemen's club. So pole dancing is now regarded as the recognized form of exercise. So kasagaran na ni mga artista, di ba, na pole dancing. And can be used as both as the aerobic and anaerobic workout. Pole dancing combines dance and acrobatics centered on a vertical pole. This performance art forms takes place not only in gentlemen's club as the erotic dance, but also the mainstream form of fitness practiced in gyms and dedicated dance studios. So pole dancing requires significant strength and flexibility. Nakabantay man guro tanan, no? Grabe kayo sila mo kupot sa ilahang kamot, silang muscles, sa ilahang upper part silang body, ug sa ilang lower part silang body. Baka kupot sila gamit ang ilang legs, di ba? Grabe ka lang strength. And also flexibility. Next, we have ballroom dance. So the term ballroom dancing is derived from the word ball, which is in turn originate from the Latin word ballare, which means to dance. To dance. It refers to the set of partner dances, which are enjoyed both socially and competitively around the world. So, sikat na ni siya nga kung ano mga na yung mga competition about singaling nga klase nga dance. So because of its performance and entertainment aspects, ballroom dance is also widely enjoyed on stage. Makita to sa nagpunay-perform, sa salida, or sa television, di ba? So, ang subtopic is about dance sports. We are all familiar of dance sports, guys. Namin sa intramurals na malabot gini siya. It is a new term for competitive ballroom dancing in its international styles. So, dance sports is a term used to describe high-level American style and international style ballroom dancing. It is done on a competitive level rather than exhibition or social dancing. It features various categories such as International Latin American, International Ballroom, or American Rhythm and American Smooth. So they said that dance sport encompasses both standard dances as well as Latin dances and has been recognized by the International Olympic Committee as an official sport. So, dili na dahil sa sports na ito nga kuhan is about games, mga volleyball, but also this, ning dance sports. So, international styles of dance sports. We have the Latin. Under sa Latin dance is about cha-cha-cha, rumba, samba, jive, and paso doble. While in modern standard dance, we have waltz, tango, foxtrot, Viennese waltz, and quick step. So those are the examples of the international styles of dance sports. Now we have classical dance, a theatrical presentation of a group or solo dancing to a musical accompaniment, usually with a costume and scene effect conveying a story or a theme. So usually classical dance na drama, na music, and also dance. It is closely interrelated in Asia. So dili lang sa laing lugar, so tibuok nasod na siya. Frequently relaying in a symbolic gestures, mask, or elaborate makeup and magnificent costume. So Asian dances often narrate stories based on a mythology, historical events, and legends. So performance may last for many hours. Dugay kini mahuman ng classical dance. So a classical dance form characterized by grace and precision of movement and by elaborate formal gestures, steps, and poses. So the first under sa classical dance is classical dance of India. It was an integral part of Sanskrit dramas, a mode of worship performed in the inner shrines of every temple and courtly pastime. Then we have Japan. Is rich in folk dances, many of them of a religious nature. In addition, Japan possesses two major forms of dance drama. We have the no and kabuki. Ano yung noun Cebu? Suno is karon kay 600 years old na siya, and kabuki is 400 years old. There is a 200-year difference. No, it's like a teacher of kabuki, and kabuki imitates it. Under gapon siya sa classical dance is the Peking opera or Beijing opera. Is the most dominant form of Chinese opera, which combines music, vocal, performance, mimic, dance, and acrobatic. So it is best known genre of Chinese dance drama, and it's developed in the mid-19th century from earlier varieties of Chinese opera. It includes spectacular acrobatics as an important part of the action. So, kani siya we also have the aerobic dance. So aerobic dance is a form of exercise which is characterized by brisk movements, thus increasing the oxygen demands by the muscles at work. So when we talk about aerobics, it's a form of exercise, dance exercise. So the dance increase heartbeat rate, the circulation and breathing. So it was conceived, nagipauna nila and developed in 1971. And now it was introduced in the Philippines by the physical educator or physical education instructor Vivian Zapanta at the Mandarin Fitness Center in 1978 and was introduced to the public in 1983 by the UP professors Amelia Zafra and Benita Barros at the Quezon City Sports Memorial Circle. So aerobic dance or aerobic exercise is any type of cardiovascular conditioning. It can include activities like breastwalking, swimming, running, or cycling. So, muna siya mga under sa aerobic exercise. You probably know it as cardio. So, by definition, aerobic exercise means with oxygen. Your breathing and heart rate will increase during aerobic exercise. O, dili lang ingani mo-stop sa mga ingani nga exercise, but remember, we also can do brisk walking, swimming, running, and cycling or dance. This is line dance. A line dance is a choreographed dance with a repeated sequence of steps in which a group of people dance in one or more lines. So, pwede rin sila pila ka linya. Kung daghan mo, dagang linya. Pero, gamay ka ni, pwede rin usa ka linya. Ang action na ni is balik-balik. Balik-balik ka gini siya. So, without regard for the gender of the individuals, all facing the same direction and executing the steps at the same time. So, doon nga na siya. So, line dance is choreographed dance with a repeated sequence of steps in which a group of people dance in one or more lines or row, all facing each other or in the same direction and executing the steps at the same time. Di parehas sa line dance. Unlike the circle dance, line dancers are not physical contact with each other. Di lang kayo sila sikit, pwede naglayo, di na po sila by partners. Basta mag-perform lang sila, naglinya lang sila, nasa straight line. Favorite of all times, the folk dance. So folk dancing is the oldest form of dance, probably one of the earliest forms of communication. So folk dance, which is also the expression of oneself, is an expression through pattern movements. A traditional dance of a given country, which involve naturally and spontaneously with everyday activities. Example sa occupation. Ng tanong, festivals, mga rituals, ang mga common ra nga gihimo sa tanang tao, sa tanang bahin sa yuta. So genuine folk dances are handed down from generation to generation and are danced by everyday folk of all ages. They are more or less fixed in their pattern. So depende sa lugar, nag-varies po siya sa lugar, sa mga areas of provinces. Munang lahi-lahi yun ang folk dance in every areas. A folk dance is dance developed by the people that reflect the life of the people of a certain country or region. Depende unsay ko like sa lahi-lahi nga lugar na ati-atihan unsam na ilang gikuan na dira sa sinulog o lahi po nila hangi interpret nga dance. So we have 5 major classifications of Philippine folk dances. We have the first, the dance of the Cordillera groups. So the Cordillera groups were composed by the Bontocs, Ifugao, Benguet, Apayao, Kalinga, Itneg, Igorot, and Gadyang, and has its own unique traditions reflected in their dance. So, yan ang mga tradition ilang ipangpakita through dances. So, most of the dances are reflections of their daily life. They use the metal gongs, kasagaran dito, naggamit ng gong, gangsa, mga percussive instrument para lang ma-accompany silang dances during the rituals, the festivals, and the other social gatherings. Next, we have the Western influenced dances. So when the Spaniards came to the Philippines in the 16th century, they brought with them the Spanish religion and European arts and culture. So the native religion and culture slowly gave way to Christianity and Western civilization. And then, muna ilang gipangdala, mga traditions, literally, visual and performing arts. So, muna itong nakuha sa ila, ha? Dances of the Muslim groups. So down in the southern part sa atong country, which is Mindanao, kasagaran dito kay nandito mga Muslim groups. The ethnic groups are the Maranao, Maguindanao, Tausug, na yung mga Samal, mga Batyaw, Java, So, the dances performed by these groups described by the everyday living of the people. In common to their dances are the use of fingers to express feelings and emotions. Some believe that the Muslim dances are influenced by Malay and Indonesian. Ituol ra magud dito dapit sa ilaha. To the dances of the tribal or lesser-known groups. We also known as the lesser-known groups as the ethnic groups living in different locations in the country that are untouched and never been influenced by the Westerners. So these tribal groups are the Bukidnons, Bagubo, Manubo, Tibuli or Tagabili, Tagbanwa, Mansaka, Mandaya, Blaat, Tiagkaulu, and Tiruray. So these tribal groups believe in shamans or spirits which primarily reflected in their dances. So muna ilang mga lipang bit-bit. Muna ilang culture dito. Next, we have the dances of the countryside. So dances that typically characterize the nature and kind of work of the people, commonly performed by ordinary group of people depicting daily activities. So dances were light and more informal. Perhaps the best known and the closest to the Filipino heart are the dances from the rural Christian lowland. To the Filipinos, the dances illustrate the fiesta spirit and demonstrate a love of life. They express a joy in work, a love for music, and pleasure in simplicities of life. So we have some examples of the countryside dances and its description. First, we have the binasuan, a dance which requires a skill in balancing glasses of wine, one on the top of the head and one on each hand. Take note the wine glass of wine, ilang gibalance. Now we have the karatong, bamboo noisemakers played by the Kuyunin men to accompany galley-dressed ladies in a boisterous street parade. Now we have maglalatik, a playful dance of young men beating coconut shells, reflective of a mock battle over the latik or the coconut residue. Pandango sa ilaw, a dance which requires a skill in balancing glasses of tinghoy lamps. So kung katong sa binansuan is the balancing of a glass of wine, kani balancing glasses of tinghoy lamps, one on the top of the head and one on each hand. Now we have the oasis, a dance using lighted glass wrapped in scarves and swayed like a beacons of the homecoming of the fishermen. Pasikat sa baso. A Pangasinan dance that requires skills in balancing glass of wine on the top of the hands while on the top of the bench. So, lahi ko na siya ang dance. O, na yung mga bangko. Nagsud wine, pero magsayaw sila sa ibabaw sa bangko. Next, the salakot, a wide brim hat used to protect Filipino from the heat and rain. Number 8, subli. A dance form, the province of Batangas, that reveals the reverence given by the performance of wooden cross to a wooden cross. Next, tinikling, derived from a long-legged Philippine bird called tikling, wrapped from the bamboo poles. Kalapate depicts the movements of doves. Inalisan, a lively festival dance from Nangalisan, Lawao, Ilocos Norte. Inalis means to transfer from one place to another. So that's all for the various dance forms. Thank you and goodbye.